Hachiko, a story of a loyal dog. On November 10, 1923, a white Akita named Hachiko was born at a farm located in Date, Akita Prefecture, Japan. Since Hachi means 8 and suffix K was originally used for ancient Chinese dukes, Hachiko might be roughly translated as either Mr. 8 or Sir 8. The Japanese name for Hachiko is Shiken Hachik, which means loyal dog Hachiko. Hachiko Ueno was born on January 19, 1872, in Hisai-shi, Prefecture, Japan. He was a professor in the Tokyo Imperial University's Agriculture Department, adopted Hachiko as a pet, and brought him to live in Shibuya, Tokyo, in 1924. Hachiko would leave the house to meet Ueno at the end of each day at the neighboring Shibuya station while he commuted to work every day. This went on up until May 21, 1925, when Ueno failed to show up. The professor passed away without ever making it back to the railway station where Hachiko was waiting. He suffered a cerebral hemorrhage while giving a lecture to his class. He was 53 years old. Hachiko was given to a family in Asakusa by Ueno's partner Ieko Sakano after his passing. However, the setup made it very difficult for the dog due to the distance between Asakusa and Shibuya. Despite his daily struggles to reach Shibuya Station, he managed to return to Ueno's home. Hachiko reportedly treated Ieko Sakano with great joy and affection every time she visited him. He was then entrusted to Kikuzaburo Kobayashi, a former gardener for Ueno. For the next 9 years, 9 months, and 15 days, Hachiko patiently awaited Ueno's return by showing up when the train was scheduled to arrive at the station. Hachiko and Professor Ueno were frequently spotted together by those who used the Shibuya train station. Hachiko caught the eye of other passengers. Initial responses from the people, particularly those who worked at the station, were not always pleasant. Hirakichi Sato, an Akita breed expert who was a student of Ueno's, noticed the dog at the train station and followed him to Kozaburo Kobayashi's house, where he acquired knowledge of Hachiko's life. On October 4, 1932, when the first article about him appeared in the Asahi Shimbun, people began bringing Hachiko presents and food to keep him fed while he waited. On March 8, 1935, Hachiko passed away. He was 11 years old. He was discovered on a street in Shibuya. Hachiko's cause of death was finally determined by scientists in March 2011. The dog had both terminal cancer and a filaria infection. Hachiko's body was cremated, and his ashes were buried next to Professor Ueno in the Aoyama Cemetery in Minato, Tokyo. The National Science Museum of Japan in Ueno, Tokyo, now displays a taxidermy mount of Hachiko on exhibit after his fur was saved following his death. In April 1934, a year before the dog died, Teru Ando created a bronze statue of him that was unveiled at Shibuya during World War II. The statue was recycled for military use. The second statue was created in 1948 by Takeshi Ando, the original artist's son, and is still standing today. In Hachiko's hometown, a likeness of the statue was built in front of the Odate station in 1932. Akita Dog Museum in Odate has a new statue of Hachiko that was built there in 2004. At the University of Tokyo in Japan, the Faculty of Agriculture unveiled a bronze monument of Ueno going back to see Hachiko on March 9, 2015, to mark the 80th anniversary of Hachiko's passing. The monument, which was created by Nagoya-based artist Tsutomu Ueda, shows a very happy Hachiko jumping up to welcome his master at the end of a long day's work. A solemn service of remembrance is held at Shibuya Station on March 8 every year to commemorate Hachiko's devotion. Numerous dog lovers gather to pay tribute to his memories and commitment. The sound of Hachiko barking was extracted from an old record that had been broken up into multiple sections in 1994 by Nippon Cultural Broadcasting in Japan. The Akita breed gained newfound popularity across the nation. A national symbol of loyalty eventually emerged from Hachiko's devotion. Hachiko gained significant recognition. The Japanese people were moved by his devotion to keeping his master's legacy alive and saw it as an example of family loyalty that everyone should aspire to. The end.